Welcome to an HYTOPIA Livestream. And today I'm joined by Chris. Hello.
How you doing?
Doing good. You're from the US, right?
Yes, sir. From
So
uh,
it's,
from Kentucky, live in South Carolina.
yeah, early GM for you probably.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. Eastern time. Not too bad.
Mhm. So you are part of the HYTOPIA community as well for quite some time now. And you've already built some games on the platform, right? So maybe we can check them out here. Or I think I will start with sharing the game overview page. Let's go to this Chrome tab right here. So here we can see all the top HYTOPIA games right now. So Steal Your Brainrot and Sky Garden are the most popular. And also Cartland is doing a lot of traffic. And our games are still way behind, right? So when we
Yeah,
go to the
we're on the back end, but that's okay.
Yeah, so my best is the 10th one here, Palm Wars. And so where do we find your games here?
Actually, unbelievably, that Haunted Castle Zombie Chase, that was I saw the latest game jam very late, and I was like, you know what? I got some free time. Let's see if I can knock something out real quick. And I created that in one day, and
Oh,
I just kind of missed the deadline with it as far as uploading everything. But it's doing really well. I'm proud of that one, and that one's going to be a template for me to like kind of create just fun, short, playable games in the future.
we could even check it out very soon.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
so Haunted Castle, okay. This has 8,000 plays, not bad. And I think the 6-7 was also from you, right?
It
And
was, and that one's one I just updated yesterday. I've learned how to get some different voice tracks and to sync them up better. So that one's going to get a lot better here soon. Going to have a lot of fun meme voices that you can kind of sync up with and play. So um,
mhm.
that one's been a little bit difficult until I've learned the process of. Um, Basically, it's kind of like Guitar Hero or something. You gotta hit the six at the correct time that they say six, and hit the seven at the correct time, and it mixes up and different sounds there. But it'll get a lot better here, I assume, in the next week or so, hopefully.
Yeah, and you thought this is a viral thing right now on
You know what?
on
I saw that. I've got three girls, 8, 8, and 6, and I just hear it on their phones all the time. And I'm just like, you know what? I got to catch this vibe while it's still hot. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, it has 6,000 plays, so not that bad to be honest. And now with HYTOPIA, I mean, we for a long time had the problem that there's no traffic on the servers. But now if you spin up uh, a yeah s- some it doesn't even have to be that good to be honest. If you just spin up a game, it gets thousands of views or of plays very soon. Um, I think only logged in game really falls off a cliff here, but I joined this game and it's not even playable. So if you just dabble around with the SDK and spin up a game within a day, I think you would get thousands of plays fairly soon.
I'm telling you,
Mhm.
Donna, since we kind of, you and I have been in it since NFT Worlds, and since they've started their own kind of vibe coding with the SDK and everything. Even since that first started, the advancement of the SDK and all the tools that they have. I've got games that I was trying to build as I was learning how to vibe code in the beginning that are just sitting on my computer because it wasn't ready yet. They didn't have enough in their SDK to do them, but I'm about to kick some dust off of them and try to get those started because it is so easy to develop a game. It's just trying to find the quality game and get the right, assets and tools and make it fun. I've learned a lot, really the multiplayer games, if you can get, 80 to 100 in there playing at the same time, that's the type of game you need where, I'm, my athlete domains is based on athletics and sports, and that's a hard sell when you're playing one
No,
on.
not necessarily. I mean, you could just make a platform with a football or something, and they have to bounce it around.
Yeah, yeah,
Something.
yeah. There's definitely ways. I'll have to really get, you know, intelligent about how the way I spin out some of these sports games, because that's still my bread and butter and what I really want to push with athlete domains. But I'm having a lot of fun with these other types of games, so I'm gonna keep going and build as much as I can for sure. But it's fun. It's fun. It's great to see how far this platform has come, and what seems like an eternity, but when you think about what we are currently with HYTOPIA and their own um, game engine and being able to vibe code, that's still really new. And to be able to start to get some traction now with the token, it's going to be fun and exciting.
100%, yeah. You said the token. I think this one dumped pretty hard today. So I think we're back. Okay, it's not that bad. At 3.4 cents here when we go to the page here right now. So yeah, but 34 million market cap in this environment is not that bad. And the volume is definitely up significantly, because since yesterday we have the first centralized exchange trading the token. So this pumped this up significantly, almost $300,000 of trading volume, which was way less before that on the DEX.
Yeah, I mean it's going to bump around. It's especially until it gets some actually in-game value. It's going to jump around a little bit, so I expect that. But exciting to get the coin going for sure.
Yeah, man. And you could also do some high bucks tournaments in your sports games or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, remember I was doing that originally with the world token, doing some of those. So it'd be nice to get back to that.
Could be something for sure, yeah. But I think the future of the platform is really going more towards mobile. So I'm more of a PC player, and I thought HYTOPIA will be, kind of split there, so that a good amount of traffic is on mobile. So I don't know, 60-70%, and the rest is on PC or something. But I think it's going in an extreme mobile rate now, because I think currently it's like 98% of players are playing on mobile. We could check here in the public dashboard, which is available.
Yeah, that's something I hope the HYTOPIA team can advance the mobile settings and things that can kind of switch over from browser and PC to mobile easily. Because I've got a couple of games that it's been a process to try to get the mobile versions working, and I still don't have Gnarly Nutmeg, my football soccer game. I don't have it mobile ready yet. It's just been a chore to try to get everything set up.
It's really a pain, to be honest. Earlier today, I was trying to push the mobile version for the Palmos game as well, and it's kind of enjoyable. And so I like the gameplay on PC now, but it's pretty difficult to implement it on the mobile version for whatever reason. So this definitely has to be fixed, because when here we have it, 98.7% of players are playing on mobile. We definitely have to focus on that right now.
That's definitely got to be the focus. I hope there's a better way. I know there's a way to connect, your phone to the browser to test it, but I hope they get a better testing strategy for mobile moving forward.
Yeah, I think the two best ways is to either go to the developer mode and you can preview it on the desktop, how it would look like on different phone devices, but you could also set up a local environment and then enable some local sharing where you can go to the browser on the mobile phone and you can play this. It worked for me last week, but yeah, with the newest version, I wasn't able to access it. But that was very very good because you could see in real time on the phone how the code changes with the new prompts.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet, but that's going to be on my radar this weekend, is trying to get that set up. Because when I test it on the developer mode in browser, sometimes it doesn't sync up correctly of what, you know, what I see is it doing, and then I ship it to the HYTOPIA team, and it's not doing it for them. So I don't know.
And but I really think we should also think about mobile first now,
Yeah,
because I wasn't really aware of this until yesterday or so. I just wanted to have it on both, but we should really focus on the mobile version first, I think, and then just as an afterthought how it would look on desktop, because 99% is everything.
yeah.
We have some.
What I've learned too is trying to get like an opening screen UI that pops up when you join the server, and then you click, you know, what game you want to play or what, you know, difficulty. That has a hard time converting over to mobile.
Yeah, the UI is not optimized there, I think. Yeah, maybe you could also reduce some steps in the process. So what I like to do on my games is just throw them in the action. No unnecessary pop-ups or yeah, big explanations. I think it's just better to throw them into the action,
Right.
and
You're
I
right.
could just see what happens there.
Yeah, that's I've made a lot of changes on some of my games to where it just goes directly into the game or into the server, and then they might can choose some things at that point.
We have a comment here on Twitch. Your channel's got potential. Mind if I show you something that I'll make it pop? Okay,
Yeah, can we spend a whole lot of money for you to do that? That would be great too.
for sure. Okay, let's play some games, man. The haunted castle I would like to join, and if anybody wants to join us here live, you can go to hytopia.com/games, and then here we have the haunted castle, and I will join the Germany server. There are 2 players online already, and in the player graph, yeah, I mean, CCU spike of 14, very solid, man.
Yeah, so this one, you know, the theme of the last game jam was fear, and I've developed a map builder for HYTOPIA that I'm very happy with, because that was my hardest part of all of this, was trying to get a map that syncs up with the games. But I had created a map that it was a haunted castle map. So I already had it finished. So yeah, this game is you have a 5 minutes. You need to find the 3 keys. These keys are basically zombie kind of creepy eye keys is what they look like. But and then you need to run back to this platform, and that finishes the game. So you got to escape, but you've got this zombie that when you get close, he is going to chase you, And if he hits you, you got points taken off. Actually, if he hits you once, you lose a life, and you have 3 lives to be able to win the game, basically.
Okay, let's gotta find the keys here. And I've also seen the HYTOPIA co-founder Arcliff just logged into the game. Maybe he's joining us here as well. I don't know.
Yeah, so one thing I'm trying to do is, and I'll let you just kind of play. Obviously, I know where all the keys are. The HYTOPIA team got back to me, and some of the stairwells, if you fall down them, you can get stuck, which is obviously no fun for playing a game. But I'm trying to basically close those stairwells to diminish the chances of getting stuck. But you can use slash unstuck it'll get you back to where you started. Yeah. So that'll help you there. But I will tell you the keys are on 3 different levels of the castle, and they're not on this bottom level.
Not on the bottom level?
They're not on this bottom level, so you got to go up the middle stairs.
Let's go.
You got to watch that zombie there. Oh, he got you.
And that makes me respawn. Okay. 1 life remaining. Yo. This zombie's flying around here.
I've actually got some audio for him, and it's not working currently, but it's like a zombie.
But now I hear something.
So there's some other critters that run around here. You got some spiders, skeletons, some other things that.
There's no key. Damn.
So what I would tell you to do is, if you see any fog or smoke, that may be an indication that a key is around.
This is a sign here. Oh. Yeah.
All right.
Hashtag 1 collected. Let's go. There's a skeleton flying. What the heck?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some parameters for our creepy guys to run around.
In the chat, we have a suggestion. Maybe add a feature to fight. So
yes,
action here as well.
I'm gonna add a lot to this game. I think I'm gonna add a stamina bar and do that. You got another key.
1 left in 1 minute. Let's go.
You can do it.
Skeleton.
I would say just how you found the other 2, they're going to be in similar locations, and there's 1 on each level. So
I've been here before, right? Not even sure. Yeah, you already collected this one. So even higher here? No.
Yeah, so what I think I'm going to do as well is start to spawn these in different locations. Because once you get this once, you're going to know where they are.
Yeah. But I don't think I will do this in time, man. Nope. Because here's no key, I think. This is the spawn point. No. And now what happens? I die.
So you lose the game. You do get points.
Yeah.
So they'll calculate.
You get into a leaderboard. Oh, cool.
And then it'll basically just restart the game for you to play again.
So the data persistence is implemented. Definitely cool. Yeah, man. Definitely a solid game here.
Yeah, a lot of features could be added. You could do some fighting. You could spawn at different locations. I definitely need to clear the map out a little bit. And,
you could also maybe randomize the key location after certain rounds.
Yeah, I
Because
think
now you would know all the locations, and yeah, becomes repetitive. But if those are not fixed to one certain location, it stays relevant. Let's jump down here. Some trees.
so. Yeah, that'll spawn you back up.
Okay. Then maybe we can join the next game. Is the Nutmeg game even live now? Yeah.
Yeah, so Gnarly Nutmeg is live. I'm making some updates on that as well, just to get the gameplay a little better as far as the players. Like right now, I tried to change it to make the passing. There for a bit, they were just, one guy gets the ball and he just runs down the field and he's not looking to pass. He's just wanting to score, with the AI players. So I mixed it up and got more strategy on passing, but now they kind of just pass the hell out of the ball. And it gets a little bit annoying with that. So trying to shore that up because I want really good gameplay. I want it to be like if you're watching an actual soccer game, football game.
I'm a huge soccer fan, by the way.
Yeah, I want it to be more strategy and not just one person shooting up the field. So I'm still shoring that up a little bit with the gameplay. But there are two versions. One's just your typical game, and the other has a lot of power-ups and things. You can go around and collect a speed power-up and just different things to give you advantages. That's more of just a fun arcade version.
Okay. I think the server is not spinning up here right now. Not sure what's the issue. They definitely made an upgrade. Have you seen the Discord announcement? So they switched to web transport, which should make the gameplay a lot smoother. So we can upgrade the.
Do we have to do that for each game?
Yeah, but we would have to upgrade the games on individually and load up the newest version. Yeah, for that to happen.
Okay, so I have not done that as of yet. So that's probably the problem with this one because this one's a very large file game. Free Fall was one of my first games.
Yeah, I've played that one as well. It even has more plays that Haunted Castle. Let's try to join that one. Or maybe HYTOPIA is down in general right now. I'm not sure. So the create pages.
Yeah, and I created Buzz Chain as well, which is kind of like your Jeopardy. I always
grinding, man.
Like that. It's obviously not the normal for this type of platform. So yeah, this game here is basically a math game. Beginner, I don't think there's the you're not going to have the speed up in the game, so he's going to fall at the same rate. But with the more advanced difficulties, he will actually, each time you get a question right, it speeds up the fall and it gives you less time to get the correct answer.
I want to try this, man. I will rejoin.
And there's also some power-ups with that too. If you can collect some of the gems or blocks before you make your answer for each question, you will get a different power up, and sometimes that'll help you out.
And maybe such a game would be pretty good on mobile, because you only have to move a little bit. So
It works really well on mobile. You're right. There's not a whole lot of buttons you need to use, and
with a cool music or something, could go viral, man.
well, I had that good music. You even complimented it. I don't know why it didn't come on for you just now.
I am. That's why. That's because I muted the side here, because
Okay.
the
Yeah, so there's a nice crazy music that I found that works perfect for this. That I've left that alone. I love it.
Trying one more time here to spin up the server.
Let's see if.
Yep, but this makes you the most active developer here, right? I don't think any other developer has 4 or 5 games here. I mean, Shiha Game Studio has some, I think 4 they have right now, but you're on par there.
Yeah, I've figured out the system. I've figured out how to get a game developed that's not going to crash.
Strap on your parachute and get ready to dive into an exciting sky-high adventure. Are you ready to think fast and fall smart?
Okay, here we are. That was wrong. Oh. I think something's up with the servers.
Of course.
Yeah, because they made a big change here with the web transport. I think they haven't all figured out yet.
Yeah, and I need to update all my games with that as well. So thanks for the reminder. I'll do that with the ones I have live.
But it should definitely work, because I've played Cartland, for example, earlier today, and this was a lot smoother than before. Maybe we can try this game. Maybe this works. I'm not sure.
What a great game that is.
Yeah, man. This is wipe coded as well. Definitely great work. And I've did
all the different tracks and bells and whistles and things.
And there's a lot of traffic here as well, so you can see
that's beautiful.
A lot of players here driving around. We could, if you want to join me on the multiplayer race, I think that would be fun.
Oh goodness! All right,
let's try. I know you will have some lags as you're based in US.
All right.
And I will also copy the link here for everyone who wants to join us. And I will put that.
So I'm going to have to learn how to mute the audio.
Are you in the browser?
I'm actually in the app.
Oh, yeah. I think there's a setting where you can toggle down the audio. But I will show a QR code here. So if anybody
Okay, I'll join it in browser.
Yeah, on browser it's easy to mute the site with right click on the tab. Okay, I'm joining a Cartland race right now. Let's see how good multiplayer works here.
How did you say to mute the?
If you go to the browser tab and right click on it, there's a option mute site. Yo, but the traffic is crazy. Dozens of players here in the lobby. And when we press F in this game, we queue up for the multiplayer, which triggers a 30-second countdown. But I've seen some issues with the server loading here as well. So let's see if this works. One other player has queued up for the race. Okay, now it's loading. But yeah, sometimes it just throws back to the lobby.
Okay, now I got it muted.
Yo. But multiplayer doesn't seem to work here, unfortunately.
Yeah, we picked a bad time to test.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like that game, and he obviously put a lot of effort into that.
100%, yeah. It's also the favorite game from Temp Tranquil. I didn't live stream with him yesterday with Temp, and yeah, he said this one is his favorite.
Yeah, it's just very, very well made, and you can tell he's taking a lot of time to get everything.
Yeah, I mean, he hyped it up for quite some time,
Yeah,
and then he delivered on it, man. I think both of us are more like, build around for 1-2 days and just release it. But he took his time, man. But it paid off.
yeah, he definitely gave a lot of teasers.
Yeah, man. So it's now, I think it has 130K plays in 1 or 2 weeks or so, and it's also still featured here at the top of the page. When will we have our first pinned game here? So my goal is definitely to be in the recommended section here in the near future. I'm not sure if the Palmos game will do it. It has 20K plays, but I'm working on another game right now, so maybe this gets some more traction going. I'm not sure.
Hey, it's all about learning the process. If you would a year ago, if you would have asked me if I'd have been able to create a game on my own without any developers or designers, and just having to spend a lot of money, which unfortunately I did with when we were on using Minecraft and developed a whole world with that. I would have said you're crazy, but now we've got all the tools that we need. It's amazing. You can, there's so many different AI use cases, and being able to, create your own logo and create your own, game card, and just everything that you would have to get somebody else to do. If you take the time to learn it, you can do it now. And, that's the great thing about this platform is, I'm 44 years old. I'm an old man. I shouldn't be doing this stuff, but I've developed a passion for it, and it's paying off. Now I just got to keep learning, keep growing, and one thing, like I told you, one thing I learned was those games, Still a Brain Rot and Sky Garden, and those multiplayer games where you can get hundreds of players in at once. That's the golden ticket. If you can find games like that. So yeah, we just got to keep learning and developing.
Yeah, but you have more life experience than us. Maybe you can use that to integrate into the gameplay, man.
That's very true. But yeah, it's been fun. It's unfortunately, it's been a struggle for people like you and I who have been there basically from the beginning to still be, hanging on, and for the HYTOPIA team to still be pushing forward. It's great to see some, results happening now.
Yeah, a lot of pivots over the time. Maybe we could go to the, wait, here we have it. Maybe go to the NFT Worlds chart. So this is the original token from HYTOPIA. So we see, okay, maybe this is not the best chart here, but we can see the mint was late 2021, and then it's shot up with the Minecraft layer, and
It got up to like what 30 some cents.
Yeah, I think here we have the spike at 38.
Wow.
And yeah, pretty insane. And I think here it even says 62 cents at all-time high, February 19th, 2022. Yeah, and then it lost some kind of momentum. Yeah, because the metaverse NFT hype was just maybe a bit too overblown. I don't know, but it slowed down a bit. And then here, this is May, so it's still got 3 cents here. And then I think here was the rug of Microsoft.
Yeah.
It was in July, I think, 2022. So it went down before that already. But here, prices definitely plummeted, and the future for the project and the ecosystem was very unclear. But yeah, a lot of pivots over the years. We had a spike here in early 2023, and yeah, then another run in early 2024, and yeah, then just lost a little bit of momentum here, and now we're in the next chapter. So the token is now worthless because the migration to HYBUX is complete. So all the future of HYTOPIA will lie in this token. Very fresh one. Started trading. Yeah, it was 1 week ago where the TG was happening and the community airdrop. And yeah, let's see where this goes. Maybe not up to 70 cents very soon, but eventually. I mean, because now we finally have traction, and there's definitely potential, man.
Yeah, just imagine if the HYTOPIA team, and I'm gonna even say when. I'm a believer. I'm a believer in them, or I'd have been out of this a long time ago. But when they pull this off, and they actually get some use case for the coin for in-game purchases and the marketplace and everything, the sky's the limit, for this coin. And I'm excited because nobody else has been able to pull it off. Like, you got all these huge companies, Sandbox, and they did not deliver. So it would be great to see the little one that could come out and take this whole industry over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sandbox had a similar path, skyrocketed to $70 as well in early 2022, and then 15 cents are left.
Unbelievable.
Crazy, man.
But,
I think nobody really cracked the code, but HYTOPIA went in another direction and just went very fun first. And I think this is really paying off now, because we see the traction from real players. And yeah, without that, nothing will happen.
Yeah, they took the vibe coding. I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off a little bit when I first heard that route, but then I was like, you know what? I need to stop whining, pull my big boy britches up, and let's look at this vibe coding and see what can be done with that. And honestly, it's changed everything I do. I've actually been creating other apps outside of gaming. I'm a medical professional, and I've been working on electronic medical records. My own system. I've been working on a sports app that people can use to, you know, they can basically connect their team to whatever city they're playing in and connect with the local bars and restaurants, just things like that. It's just I've never been able to do any of this without learning how to vibe code. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm addicted. My wife will tell you I'm addicted, and she gets pissed off at times. I tell her, I'm like, hey, this is this is my one baby to just go up into my office and just give me this one.
Yeah, that must be possible. But why are you a soccer fan? I mean, this is a European thing, no?
I mean, honestly, I'm not really a soccer fan other than World Cup. It's just I know how big soccer is internationally, and I wanted to create a game, and I initially started with I had basketball, football, baseball, soccer. I was playing around with all of that, and it seemed like soccer was something I could actually get complete in the early stages. So I stuck with that. But we got the World Cup coming up next year, so I got to get game.
Austria qualified for it. Let's go.
Yeah,
we are coming.
Got to get this game fine tuned and get it out there for everybody to see.
Yeah, man. What is your favorite sport?
I played college baseball, but I would probably say American football is probably my favorite sport.
Yeah, I watched both a lot. So 5-6 years ago, I was completely addicted to watching sports somehow.
Yeah,
and definitely US sports was big there as well. What's your favorite football team? I like the Bills.
So where I'm from in Kentucky, we don't have any professional teams in the state, but directly bordering us, the Cincinnati Bengals is right there. So that's who we all kind of, followed growing up. So I'm a Bengals fan through the tough times. But the Bills are good. They got some players that played at Kentucky on the team that help out. So I like watching the Bills.
But Josh Allen, I don't know. Every time the regular season is very promising, and then the first playoff game he just doesn't deliver somehow.
Yeah. Well, maybe this is the year.
Yeah, this is the year for everything. high bucks to the moon.
Yeah.
And Bengals Super Bowl. Let's see.
Yeah.
Or
everybody wins.
Whatever. Yeah, but not everybody can win, unfortunately. The Twitch guy here likes soccer. Yeah, so here in Europe, it's definitely dominating the sports industry. There's basically no other sport than soccer here.
When you look at some of the salaries that some of these top players make in soccer and just the following that they have. I mean, I basically look at their social media. You look at like Josh Allen social media, but then you look at, the top football players, Messi, and they've got millions and millions of followers. So it just shows you how big soccer truly is. So I definitely wanted to capitalize on that.
Josh Allen has 600K. Yeah, and yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, is completely
Ronaldo
insane there.
probably got millions.
Yo, Cristiano,
110 million.
completely insane. What? He did a video with, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Probably AI, I don't know.
Could you imagine having 110 million followers and just making a post on Twitter and what money he probably isn't even using that, but what kind of money he could make out of just a one post or one video on YouTube? Or
Yeah, completely insane how leveraged they are. Yeah, and with a sport with like this, you only have to be kind of good and just market yourself on social media, and you'll be good, man.
yeah. But
Or we pop off on HYTOPIA. That is
Yeah.
the second best case.
That's the plan. Maybe we pop off on HYTOPIA and then we become world famous as some of the original devs and vibe coders.
Yeah. The OGs from HYTOPIA will be remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah, Messi's huge there as well, but I think he doesn't post that much. So let's look at the Bengals real quick. Cincinnati Bengals. So I'm not following too closely this season.
So unfortunately for the Bengals, their quarterback, that's like one of the best players in the NFL, he keeps getting hurt every year. So they've got Flacco to replace him, but he's supposed to come back this Sunday. So we'll see.
I always watch the Red Zone. This was very enjoyable all the time because you have so much traffic on a single time slot, and it's and also with fantasy football. That in combination, this was fun, man.
Yeah, it's great just to be able to see the action plays just over and over and over, kind of live.
And I think now prediction markets are also big in US sports, so a lot of folks are betting on the outcomes, right?
Yeah, huge. Yeah, sports betting's huge. Yeah, I thought about. I'm gonna give a little info here, but I thought about trying to develop a HYTOPIA game generator, where people can pick what genre of game they're wanting to build, and then pick their enemies and pick things, and then this will just spit out a game for them, a basic game. But I don't know.
Yeah. Not sure how would you exactly do it. So I try to create a kind of master prompt for creating some. So for every game you want to create, there are some aspects you want to continue on. So you can say you want to have some basic branding on there. So for example, the White Sands logo or the affiliate domains should be involved in any UI or something like that. And you can also say at the top left where the HYTOPIA buttons are, you shouldn't have any UI. So you can predefine some stuff.
Yeah.
And then just give context what you want to build. For example, a first-person shooter, and then it has the context that it includes stuff like that, and you could spin up games fairly quickly. And you said you did one in a single day, right? So this is not that bad. And yeah, if stuff's really advancing, maybe you can crank out multiple
Yeah.
per session if you really want.
Yeah, I definitely want to explore a little bit. I'll tell you too. The newest Chat GPT, the 5.1, it does really, really good designing games. Like I did that for here the last couple, and
ChatGPT 5.1. Yeah, that one is solid for sure.
like it is to understand. Like I prompted it to research HYTOPIA, but it seems to understand like what all like categories need to be designed to make the game flow perfectly. So I really like using that. I use Claude Code as my main.
Oh yeah. So I'm still on Cursor with the regular models. So Sonnet 4.5 or Gemini Freeze now out as well, but it's pretty overused, so it's very slow if you use that one. But Gemini Freeze seems to also be very powerful. So they're all coming out with fresh models, and AI is not slowing down at all.
No.
Yeah, but I think this is also very great for HYTOPIA because they really went on this vibe coding route, and with the Cursor MCP, you can deploy games fairly easy on the platform. And yeah, I don't see a reason why this should not pop off, to be honest.
And honestly, that is part of the strategy too. Is like we're so early on. If we could crank out some just fun games, it doesn't have to be. You don't want to make shit games, but if you could crank out a lot of just fun games, you're going to be so ahead of before this thing explodes. And then you just got to think about, okay, well, what am I going to use in the marketplace? What kind of assets could be used across games and stuff? So I'm still looking and figuring out that stuff too. But I think the marketplace. I mean, you tell me. You know more than I, but it seems like the marketplace is going to be really how you can generate some some profits from this rather than just building games.
For sure, yeah. I will come back to this very soon. I just want to say the AI thumbnails. Yeah, I'm using AI for my thumbnails right now. Because what else should I do, man? Should I draw them with hands or or screenshot just real in-game action? I don't know. I see no reason not to leverage AI, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you definitely leverage AI. I don't if you look at BuzzChain, if you go down to BuzzChain,
Yeah.
There's a site called Arts.io that is big for all the sounds and things that you can have in game. And I get a lot of my music and sounds from there. I purchased a year membership, but they created that BuzzChain, that Halloween version there. It was basically you can upload a picture of what your in-game pictures, like actually true pictures of when you playing, and then you can put the logo on there, and then you can use banana, whatever that is, and it will combine the two, and that's really done well for me.
Indeed, HYTOPIA Dev Docs, there's the site referenced Pixabay, so they have royalty-free sound effects and music as well. It's not that bad. I've used it for a game earlier today, so this is solid too and free to use.
Okay.
You talked about the monetization. The marketplace is definitely the way to go. So cosmetics, I think, will be huge because this is just the main way to express yourself in the game. and you can show off status and something like that. So this will be worth something if there's a lot of traffic on the servers. Yeah, but I think the way to go is just to make your games as good as possible, bring traffic to them, and then somehow find a way to monetize the traffic, either through marketplace, cosmetics, or loot boxes. And there will also be some in-game monetization. So this is very big in Roblox. So when you die in the game or something, you can click revive for 100 HYTOPIA or something like that, and you could farm a lot of coins with this as well. You can go overboard with that with pay to win, but you definitely can prompt in the game that when something happens, the player sees a pop-up, progress faster or revive or anything for HYTOPIA.
Okay, that's interesting. I'll definitely look into that. Let me ask you this, Adonis. Back when we were still kind of NFT worlds, I had a 3,000 NFT collection, basically avatars, different skins of soccer players, and basically sports. You know, they've got soccer uniforms on, American football, tennis, golf, just a 3,000 collection. And then there's like 10 or so one of ones. It's like one looks like Tiger Woods and one looks like LeBron James and one Ronaldo. But anyways, I never released that because we were kind of in that rugged position. Will the marketplace allow NFTs, or is this something, if I do release these, would it need to be just on OpenSea if I did it? Or, and I don't know if I will release it, but just trying to game plan. Will they be able to use in-game? It's kind of funny. I did take one of them and used it in a game that I was creating, and you know, they do work on our players. Like you can upload them and it will work in testing. So anyways, I just want to get your thoughts on that, because still trying to figure out what to do with this set of.
Yeah, sure. I'm seeing, by the way, some folks in the audience are sending friend requests on HYTOPIA, which is great to see. Yeah, so there will be Web3 integrations for sure. So, I mean, basically every NFT on HYTOPIA, every item on HYTOPIA will be NFTs. So if you sell anything, like a cosmetic, this is all a NFT. But this is locked down to the HYTOPIA marketplace. So if you launch something on HYTOPIA, this will not work on OpenSea. So you definitely want to have it on the marketplace. But what? So I'm actually not really sure how it will work exactly, but I'm pretty sure that you can log in with your other Web3 wallets as well, and then you can give utility to holders of certain collections. So you, for example, you could say every Bored Ape holder or something gets a dope banana in your game or something like that, and you could do something for your collections too. So maybe you could either, you could basically bridge your collection over to HYTOPIA and just give the utility there, so that the item has the utility of the old one, or you just say everyone who has one of the things in this collection gets this cosmetic item airdropped. to the account. So you could do a lot of things there. But yeah, Web3 stuff will definitely be enabled. There's also here a wallet management section. So you can actually connect wallets here already. So it doesn't really do anything at the moment, but you can definitely add a lot of wallets, and based on that, yeah, get certain utilities if HYTOPIA or a game developer on the platform decides to give them utility. So a lot of things can be done there.
Okay. Well, that'd be yeah. Thanks for that answer. It's good to know that there's going to be options. I would love to, give these people that with the passes, the athlete domain passes early on, give some new utility to that for just those people being loyal. And kind of just stinks to have to go through the rugs and stuff that we went through, and everybody being so disappointed, and the ups and downs. And you try to be loyal to your community and give as many rewards as you can. And some things are out of control. When things like that happen, it just sucks. So I'd like to, for us, especially like White Sands and athlete domains, to kind of be triumphant in the end of rewarding our people.
That's the goal for sure. Yeah. Yeah, but I think now with the traction on HYTOPIA, we can definitely give the utility if we create something valuable on the platform. Definitely possible if we grind hard enough and wipe code 5 games per day.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
We're getting there. Yeah, Chris, thank you for joining me here in this live stream. We didn't go in too much gameplay action here, but was definitely great talking to you.
Yeah, for sure. I've been wanting to connect with you on one of these for a while now, so I'm glad we finally got together. And yeah, the servers didn't cooperate as well as good,
Yeah.
but we did get to see the Haunted Castle and play that a little bit. So.
But I want to see you. How should I? No, here on this. I can't even flip. this way here. I want to see one of your games there on the top of the page.
Yeah, I'll be right next to your new one that you come out with.
But there's only one spot, man. Only one can climb, can be spotted at the top.
That's all right. We'll take turns.
Yeah, man. And to the other folks in the audience, tomorrow I will be joined by the Sky Garden dev. So we see this here, the #2 game. So this is the second most popular game on HYTOPIA. The dev from Sky Garden will join me in tomorrow's stream. So at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we'll be live again. Okay. I wish you a great rest of the day all, and see you soon.